Hi, my name is John Maxwell, and welcome to Minute with Maxwell. I'm excited to bring you this 5-part video series on my book, Leadership, the 11 essential changes every leader must embrace. And I'm also delighted to have here again with me today 3 of my John Maxwell Team certified members. We've got Kelly, we've got Rick, we've got Jahira. And I'm going to share these principles out of this book, not only with you, but our Minute with Maxwell listeners, so that we can all kind of grow together. So let's go. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Let's go do it. I'm talking to you now out of chapter 11. And in chapter 11, I talk about organizations are not limited by their opportunity. They are limited by their leader. Oh, I love that. Your limitation isn't the opportunities you don't have. It's usually the leaders that you do have. By the way, that was from my wonderful friend Dave Ramsey. And you know, as leaders, you and I have to be changed to bring change. You see, we teach what we know, but we reproduce who we are. So today's word on Minute with Maxwell is trained. You see, the chapter that I'm talking about is going from being a trained leader to a transformational leader. Now, I know a lot about training leaders because over 20 years ago, I started an organization, our nonprofit organization called Equip. And our goal was to train leaders internationally. And when we started, our goal wasn't that big. We just thought, especially in developing countries, there's such a leadership crisis and deficit. Let's go to those countries. Let's go train some leaders and kind of help lift that whole country. So we started there, and it was so successful. One day when somebody said, well, why don't we train leaders in every country? And I said, well, I like that. And then how many do you think we can train? I said, well, let's train 1 million leaders. And we called it Million Leader Mandate. And everybody got excited. And off we went with Equip with our 1 million leader mandate. And then we hit the 1 million leaders. We still weren't in all the countries. Well, to make a long story short, in 19 years, with just a few hundred associate trainers, we went from no trained leaders to over 5 million trained leaders in every country of the world. And then something interesting happened. I sat with my board, and we were, it was kind of like, okay, let's have like a victory party, which we did. Let's celebrate, which we did. And then it was kind of like, okay, let's all go home. I thought, no, I don't think we should go home. I don't think we're done. They looked at me, what do you mean we're not done? We just did all this training. And I said, we want to go a step higher now. We want to go from trained leaders to transformational leaders. You see, a trained leader knows how to lead people and helps them to get their life together and helps them to move forward. But a transformational leader not only has leadership skills, but their life has been changed. And so they become contagious because it's not only what they know, but it's who they are. And we realize that to go from a trained leader who has known leadership skills to a transformational leader, those skills must not only be present, but there ought to be a values, good values that value the person, value the people, and add value to the culture and the community. So in this chapter 11, I talk about how do you go from being a trained leader to a transformational leader, because transformational leader bring positive change into everybody's life that they encounter. And that's what I want for you 3, that I want you to be that. I want you to constantly be so contagious that people, they just say, I just want to be like you, Rick. I want to grow like you. And Kelly, I want to develop like you're developing. Jahira, I want to take the journey you're taking. That's transformational. I not only want it for you 3, I want it for you too. I hope you enjoyed the book Leadership. Get it today. And by the way, I'm glad you're with me today on Minute with Maxwell.